And what is that? So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys go visit the Booster Take Show social media sites to Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook to see the footage of the Wu Tang Show that our lovely host got the privilege of witnessing. Because, you know, they're getting older and it's probably not going, it's already down a member, so this was a treat. Not everybody has seen a Wu Tang show. So if you're not so lucky, you can follow the inside scoop on the Booster Tech Show. Social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. That is what our host is showing you, the footage from the concert. So did they have a 3D Dirty, Old Dirty, or did they have his son? What did they do to um, highlight Old Dirty's verses?
I'll get into that in a brief moment. Let me try to do something real quick. How you people doing out there in the world? Welcome to the Booster Take Show. It is your guy Beefy McFly. You know who I be. I'm the one, the only, the best that there is, the best that there was. Oh, yeah, get you better. So, want to show y'all a little shanking. Got to get a little. Uh, why is he sideways like that? See, we have right there. Well, I don't know why they're giving it. This was all right, people. Right there, just a little taste of what was happening this week, last week, this week, just a day in time. And let me see what the fuck do I. Uh-oh. And we had was a time was had. It was a day of days. It was a night of nights. It was live. You know what I'm saying? If it was the 70s, I might be saying, kid, I don't mind. But you know, that ain't what it is. And what it is you are welcome to the Booster Take Show. And where am I at? I'm trying to get back on camera, people. Okay, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. Got a lot of glare going on right now. So, yes. Was at the Wu Tang Clan concert at the Chasiner in the in the city over there in the land of the Himalayan players at a sucker free. You know what I'm saying? If you understand, if you need me to break that down in the terms that you was understand, I was at the Chase Center in San Francisco in the Hunters Point area, or it was they call it now the Dog Patch. I was in that area at the Chase Center in San Francisco, getting my Wu Tang on that day, Wu Tang Killer Bees, and also Killer Mike and LP and DJ Premier together. They're a group called Run the Jewels, and they slap. Like verbalage is ridiculous. The energy is nice. The guy named LP, he has his own style and he busts. They got they have metaphors, similes, and just straight raw hip hop. You know what I mean? It was a time to be had. And I had excellent seats. As Mr. Skinner said, excellent. Excellent. When I say excellent seats, I was damn near on stage. You know what I'm saying? I was so close to the stage, it was like the RZA was rapping to me. You know what I mean? I was so close on stage, I was able to see things that the people that was sitting high couldn't see. I was seeing the ladies, um, Lady Blue Raspberry, who be in the background singing on all those Wu Tang. Here comes out those rainy days. There comes out those rainy days. There comes out the. You know what I'm saying? For Wu Tang fans, y'all know what that is. That's you know what I'm saying. That's the lady. She's on hella Wu Tang albums. She's part of the clan. It had they had the live band going on too. Plus
Oh,
had
you got to see that they had the girl that was she the one that did Tommy and Tola.
she's the
We're
girl
on
that
the
sings
road.
on all of it. She's the one that sings all that Wu Tang shit.
All
And,
right.
and
Well, I
her
mean, I
name is
know that's
Blue.
Shay Shayla Ghost, but
Her name is Blue Raspberry, and all the members was there except for Inspector Deck because he had to check out and fly back to the East Coast. He had some family situation that happened. But my seats was
oh
banging though.
no, yeah, you had some good seats.
My seats was ridiculous. I'm like there. When I you know what I'm saying? When I filmed some footage and shit, I just turned around and panned and I was able to just see all the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
know,
I should have invited you to whatchamacallit. We're going to Burna Boy in November. Me, uh, John, and uh, whatchamacallit.
uh, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, me, John, and Stacy of Straight Lace is going to see Burner Boy in November. I know you like the African music.
Uh, that shit would be nice. But
But we had to pay $200 for our tickets. You know, that's a
that's
little
how
steep for me. I mean,
that's how much
I'm
the will.
cheap. I missed them $37 concert ticket day prices.
Well, I had $500 tickets
I
that
bet you did.
that I didn't have to pay 500 for because I was procrastinating on getting the
Mm-hmm.
ticket, even though that Big Money D Bands was saying it's a Father's Day gift. Just hurry up and get the tickets. So I'm just
You had to buy your
bullshitting.
own Father's Day gift? What kind of shit is that?
Why don't you listen?
Oh. Well, it
So
sounded like you were saying you had to buy your ticket.
so as he's telling me he's gonna get me the ticket, and I told him to hold on, don't rush and get it because I'm going to see something. And then when I'm checking prices and checking tickets today, I was gonna have him get the ticket, It wouldn't let me get the ticket because it was saying that I needed to have more than one person with me, and it needed to be two adjacent seats open. If you're just buying one ticket, it has to be two seats next to you on the left or the right of you. It has to be two adjacent seats open for you. And if the seats aren't adjacent, that's open, two of them, you can't get the ticket. So the first time it was taking me a minute to order it, and you know what I'm saying, and he's like, hurry up, Dad, get the ticket. I'm just gonna buy the ticket for you. I'm like, nah, don't do that, because you not seeing what I'm seeing. Just chill. I'll get the ticket and you just give me the money, and it's all none. It's nothing. I know what it's gonna be. So as I'm checking the prices and days, price some one day prices jacked up. I was like, oh damn, maybe I should have did it. And then 2 days later, I checks again. Prices went down extremely, like they had a massive sale. They went down to where the cheap seats was $100 to where the cheap seats dropped down to $50. Hey, what's up, Talcoon? And then we go, then it went down to the 100 sections, and they was like 200 and something. So I'm looking at the floor, and they had a whole section that was like VIP seats, and they wanted $500 for them seats. And then I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, I don't see the VIP no more. Oh, and I hit the button on it. It's the same price for a seat in section 100. So why buy a ticket in the 100 section if you could be on the floor, eye distance, right at the stage? You know what I'm saying? When you could stand there like this instead of having to be standing up at somebody's shit and hoping somebody's not in your way, so they get feeling they self got their hands up, you can't even see the shit. You could be right here like this, you know what I'm saying? Getting everything, getting all the ambience, seeing the whole method on how they doing everything, how you see the setup, the breakdown. Because see, I come from production world too, so I look at things a lot differently than certain people. So I don't trip off the tear down and the build up of a set. I trip off it because I see how people put things together, and then you can figure out how you could still, I mean, not still, do research. Because when you take stuff from a lot of people, it's not stealing, it's called research. Just remember that, mental note, people. When you take from a lot of people, it's not stealing, it's called research. So, just these little hints and games you get from the Booster Take Show. But I'm just saying, as I'm sitting there, row 9, seat number 5, for the price of 200 and some change, compared to sitting in section 107, row 6 for the same price. Why would you buy that ticket and you could get that ticket? Because where I was sitting at, it was motherfuckers, they was like, yeah, I spent $500, $600 for this seat. And I was just like, damn. And I'm like, okay, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Big Shmoney purchased this for a low price of $200 and something dollars. Right on, Sean. Appreciate you. Good Father's Day. You're present.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
As I say, you know, that was a good thank you. Let me know I must do some kind of a decent job as a dad. I must be somewhat cool or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not usually the person that gets gifts. You know, I'm not a person that receives a lot of gifting from people from the outside world. So the times
Mm.
when people put me first, it's much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because when you the one that looks out for everybody, no, people really don't think about looking out for the person that looks out for the people. That's a cold thought. The people that looks out for people the most don't always be the ones that be looked out for. Them the motherfuckers, because people that be looking out for people, everybody say they gonna be all right. Or if you ever get told, "Oh, well, I knew you was gonna be all right," don't ever look for help, because everybody figures you gonna be all right. So when you in this bad situation, you can't get no help. The Wu Tang was off the hook. Killer Mike and LP, that was a more boost too, because Killer Mike, I wasn't expecting that. But DJ Premier was doing his set. That was, like I said, that was some real hip hop shit. The Wu Tang shit, they did. Wu Tang dropped all the hits. Damn near did the damn near whole first album.
That's what's up.
Ghostface did that. Did about 4 or 5 songs from the Supreme Clientele. Raekwon did some of the Purple Tape. You know what I'm saying? For those who like rap and really know what hip hop is, that Purple Tape that built for the Cuban Links, it ain't even called, that's the name of the album, but it's known in the world as the Purple Tape. That motherfucker was some other shit. And then when you get older and you get to analyze it, see, I like to go back to music I used to listen to before I really grew up. I might have been 18, 19, 20 when that shit came out. But once I got a real understanding of life, and I go back to some of that shit I used to be pumped off of, and you go back and you get the real life tweaks because you didn't live life now, and you listen to certain shit, you be like, oh, these motherfuckers was really sick. But then it brings you back to a different part of life, because while I was at the concert, it was 2025, but in my mind, it was 1990.
Well, that's good that you enjoyed yourself and got to have a nice and memorable Father's Day gift.
Yup. That's some shit that's gonna be remembered, and until they nuclear bomb us, it will always be on YouTube.
Uh, yeah, and
So
that's their last tour too.
yeah,
Yeah, this is their final tour.
hey, and I'm glad I was part to be in the audience. Very multicultural crowd.
Yep.
You know,
When they came to
No, I
Oakland,
see.
they got a very diverse crowd. Them white boys and them Asian dudes love them some Wu Tang.
see, when I pulled up to park, cause I found me a cool little parking. It's taking a kind of risky, kind of dangerous. Oh, could have got a ticket. You know what I'm
Where?
saying? I was parked a block, maybe 2 blocks up from Third Street.
Oh,
Couple of you know what I'm saying, on the side. They got all them sign streets up. You got warnings. Oh, you only can park here for an hour. You only can park here for this. And it's the new what's that, new General or new Kaiser, new whatever hospital that is, new UC, the UC right
yeah,
over there, and all that shit over there in that area now. They cleaned up the point, that dog patch Hunter's Point area. You know, the land of the Himalayan players is just a couple of blocks up. You see them Himalayan players over there. You know,
that's what's up.
but
Is somebody cooking?
somebody burning something, not cooking.
Oh yeah, I hear the beeping now. That's why I was like, it's either something getting
Sir, I
fried or it's
told
the
you that I
shower.
was doing laundry. That is the machine.
Oh,
Okay,
My
we
bad.
gotta have clean clothes.
yeah, got to have your laundry clean. Got to be, you know what I'm saying? Because at one time in life, I was thizzing at the wash house. This at the wash house. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? But what you been up to, man? How's everything been going with you, dude?
Huh?
I said, what's been going on with you? How's everything?
Oh man, I've been running around as usual. Uh, you know, when I wasn't able to meet up with you that day, I ended up stopping over at the studio. Well, you know where the radio station is at, where I used to do my show at.
Yeah.
Before I stopped by there, and they was doing rehearsal. It was some of the artists that's gonna be performing this Saturday. You know, for the do it for the Bay event, and so they was over there rehearsing, and they was recording. You know, like doing live performances basically and recording them and stuff. So was over there chilling with them, and you know, because there was some other shows that they had coming up over the weekend. So you know, was over there kicking it and you know promoting, working on these other events. Then I messed around and won some tickets to go see Nate Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, the comedian. You feel me? And, you
Is
know,
he a funny guy? Was
yeah. Yo, I know you know who he is. You don't know
no,
who
I
Nate
said
Jackson is?
I've been seeing the thing you know I've been seeing I've been seeing his promotion, but
Oh,
I'm not really too familiar with him unless I seen him before. I didn't even trip because I've met a
yeah.
few comics and shit like you know
Well,
White Out and a couple other cats. You know, um,
yeah, nah, that you know, all of them is family, but Nate Jackson is from Washington. But you know, he's same thing. You know, he kind of a heavier, you know, heavier brother. But I want to believe he was on. I want to say he was on Wild 'N Out.
okay,
I think he was on Wild 'N Out before, but he's a hell of a stand-up comedian. Yeah, because I want to say he was on there at some point, like with Matt Rife and some of them other dudes. But he's from, you know, so he's from the you know the up and coming. You know, you could kind of well, you can kind of say veteran, but the young veteran. You know what I mean? He been doing it for a minute, and so he owns a comedy club up in Washington, and you know he does monthly shows up there, and he does crowd work shows where you know it's basically just improv. You know, he kind of just roasting the crowd. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
so you know, like he's, in my opinion, him and the dude Matt Rife. I said that if I'm saying, I hope I'm saying his last name right, but the two of them, like they're like to me like the legends at that shit. Like they got it mastered. You feel me? But
hmm,
again, like you said, you know, we talking, you know, our age group. You know what I'm saying? Um, but as you know, so it's some real shit. You feel me? It's like they they the last of the generation of from they do the comedy that we grew up on, but then they do the new shit too. You know what I'm saying? So he got like on all the platforms on Facebook and different shit. Like you look him up, they show clips from all his shows and different stuff. And he's been on a bunch of the tours that's been going on recently.
right.
Yeah, yeah, he got a special that's coming on Netflix July 8th.
That's what's up. Hey,
You feel me?
yeah, keep
But if you
grinding.
look
That's
on
it.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But if you look on YouTube now, like he got, you could say basically specials he was putting together on his own. You know what I mean? Because like his
Hmm.
shows be like an hour or 2 hours long. You know what I mean? Anyway, his comedy shows and shit. So, and I think he might have did a special before, but I don't know if it went to Netflix. But this is a strictly, I guess Netflix cashed him out. You know what I'm saying? They producing
Yeah.
this one, but he was a fool, man. It was at the Masonic out there in the city. So I want shout out to CMC too. I know. Do y'all remember CMC? You used to watch that with the music videos.
Yeah. Come on
The
now.
one
Who
with
didn't
Chewy Go.
watch
That's what
Channel 26?
okay.
Who
So,
who
but
didn't
so
watch
they
that CMC?
yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Some people be like, damn, like they still around, still going every day. Chewy's still the one hosting it. You feel me? And so sometimes I be watching them. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if I can come across something new or. But they be giving away tickets to events. They was doing a giveaway for the show, and I won the tickets. So I said, shout out to them because I've been wanting to see him live for like a couple years now, like at least 2-3 years. You feel me? That I've been following him, and each time he came out here, I was busy or had something to do, or I couldn't get the tickets at the time. So you feel me? We went and it was dope.
Right, I
And
feel it.
that's what I'm saying. Like he had a sold out show. At first, he was only scheduled to do one show out here, but it sold out hella fast. So then they added a show. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up doing two shows on Saturday, and then after that, I went to another spot. Um, and I want to talk to you about. It's called Music Hall, and it's in the city. But they did like about the Tiny Desk shows.
Hell fucking yeah, man. Oh,
So
damn.
somebody, it's an artist out here that I know, and they basically trying to put together a Bay Area version of that. You know what I mean? And so they do it at this spot. It's up there on Polk and Bush. It's called the Music. It's Music City, and it's a hotel and a hall. And when I mean a hall, it's like a bunch of rehearsal rooms, or like I said, they even got a podcast spot up there that you can rent out and do the shit from. And so it was just all kind of stuff. And we got there, they had like 4, 5 events going on at one time. You feel me? And it
Yeah.
was a trip because one of the events that was going on, it was some kind of, I think it was like a live taping or something, a
Uh-huh.
discussion panel. But Willie Brown was up in there, the old mayor.
Slick Dick Willie was in there.
What is she talking about? That's that's crazy.
I like Willie Brown. Don't get me wrong. Well, I'm just saying.
Hey, and I mean, that ain't my first time meeting him, but he's still hella cool. Like when he was leaving, he left out of there by himself, and I'm outside, I ain't gonna say with the thugs, but I'm outside with the people that was doing the event that I was there for. So this strictly the rap crowd. It's the you know it's it's the not necessarily even the YNs, but the niggas that be outside because that's what he was doing. Niggas was outside smoking and shit, and he walked right out, took pictures, chopped it up for a minute. Of course, everybody, like you said, everybody showing love because he's still running around moving and grooving. You feel me? The boy was, he had the little blue blazer on with the blue Gucci hat. You understand me? he was still keeping it
That's
short.
OG.
Huh?
That's old money, man. That's
Yeah,
that's you
right,
know what I'm saying? That's coming up when in the era where you had to dress. See, you know what I'm
right,
saying? His era, they didn't wear jeans. They stayed in suits and shit. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. Exactly. And that's what, like you said, you can tell he ain't, ain't he ain't stopped yet. But yeah, like you said, that was you know,
And what day
that
was
was pretty
this
cool.
again?
That was on Saturday. So
Okay.
yeah, I did all that on Saturday, and it was a trip because I found out afterwards that it was a couple other events going on, man, and I missed out. Like we we missed the show. Um, who Akeem Ali is? The dude from down south to be rapping.
Yeah, that's my boy. He be spitting. He be on that player. He spits player raps. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
spit
You
that
know
player
exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Why
boy
was he in?
say. That boy
Why was
say.
he in
I have
Berkeley
him
though?
up. He say some code. Kimi ID fuck with it. I fuck with your boy. I fucks with your boy. You know what I'm saying? He got verbalage. He was
Yeah.
smooth with it.
Yeah. He raw. But I didn't know that he was out here because I would have bought tickets for that. He was in
Uh,
Berkeley, bro.
uh,
He was in Berkeley Saturday night because I seen somebody post a picture with him on Instagram,
yeah,
and they
you
was
know
at
they
the
had that Lakeview thing this yesterday. I mean Saturday in Berkeley too.
correct.
The Paperboy event.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing the flyer. I think there's a lot of stuff that was going on too, though. That's what I'm saying. Car shows, all kind of. But I'm gonna keep it real. When I got the Nate Jackson tickets, I was like, and that was a lot. And shit, it was $60 just for the parking. You know what I mean? The show was only an hour or something. I mean, he still went over the
Fuck.
time that he was. What?
I'm I done fucked up. God damn it. All right, I'm almost back. Just keep
Uh,
on talking. I'm here. You know, we here. It's
yeah,
just
no,
you
it's
know,
good. Yeah,
this is live shit. This is real live, man. You know, this is live. This ain't recorded and come back edited, and you see the when people talking to just stop, and then a whole nother thing is no, this is live. So unfortunately, you get scenes that you wasn't supposed to see. You get stuck in camera angles that wasn't planned on being stuck in. You know, shit
yeah,
happens. You know, sometimes you get the benefit and get to see what's going on the monitor and what type of activity is going on. And other times you just like, look at faces. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You come enjoy this roller coaster ride that is the Booster Take Show.
Right. But yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on. Then I ended up. I mean, I was a few spots. I mean, I even stopped at some spots in the V. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it was just, it was it was cool Saturday. Yesterday it was cool too, but I know I'm trying to get ready for this weekend, man, because it's gonna be nonstop. I found out too. I got to work on Sunday at a concert, so yeah, I ain't gonna get too much sleep from doing the show for Saturday night. I'll have to get up and go to work.
Yeah, I do too. Post Malone is out here tonight. I
I
think
know.
at the
I
at
signed
the
up to work
Oracle.
for it. I signed up to work for it, but they wouldn't. I didn't get picked to do it. Um, because it's supposed to be Post Malone and Jelly Roll, and then
Yeah,
tomorrow is Shakira, I think. And so yeah, I
yeah.
tried to sign up. I tried to
Shakira
sign
at
up
the
to work there.
Shakira at the Chase, I think.
Yeah, and they supposed to be at the other one, right?
They at the
Ain't
Oracle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I got an email about it last week because they needed some people, but when I went to go work the other concert, they was like all the positions was full. So you know, I would have liked to go do that, but it's enough other stuff going on, man. And I'm sitting there trying to see. I didn't realize they changing a bunch of laws and stuff tomorrow because it's the first of July. So a bunch of whatever laws that got voted in, they go into effect. So I need to look up on that. And like you said, it's 4th of July weekend, so I'm trying
It's called "Don't Fuck Up."
to.
Don't fuck up and get it and let them people be able to and bother you, and you be all
For real.
right. You know what I'm saying? If they say CYA, cover your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fucked up out here, man. It's not good things what's going on. People out here, it's really fucked up. I'm being for real. Shit is not shit is ugly, bruh. Shit is really ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I was tripping off of that because even like the other weekend, like Juneteenth and all of that, like they did it kind of dirty in Oakland. You know what I mean? Because they had the lake shut off. You know what I mean? It was they was doing different stuff like to try to shut the city down and where people couldn't. You know what I mean? You had to go to the designated places. You couldn't just
Yeah,
congregate in certain areas.
that's what I was hearing. That they was
Yeah,
doing. They had shit blocked off. You couldn't get into the thing, just like the Lake Fest and all other kind of shit was
yeah.
thrown off.
They that no because and when it was thrown off is because those are traditions that's been going on for years, and now all of a sudden this is the year they decide to start charging people to get in. They was always free events. On top of that,
Man,
you get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, now y'all try to force it, just like you try to force everybody to go to one designated place and charge everybody, which I don't understand it because, like, I was talking to somebody about it, and even when you think about like Juneteenth, for example, every city had a Juneteenth festival, and in some cities they had more than one. You get what I'm saying? Just like it was one in Fillmore, and it was one in the Point. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it. All of the people involved, they still had to pay the city because they had to pay for their permits and shit, right? So it's
I
like
think they were
the city
tripping.
eats twice.
I think they were tripping mostly because last year they were shooting at Juneteenth at the lake, so
There was
they were
what?
gonna act ugly this
cause all
year.
that bullshit that happened at the lake last year
Yeah,
with
but
the
that
youngsters.
I I know, but it happens all the time though.
That's
It
the
I mean,
point. Cause if they feel if you pay for something, you won't shoot it. When it's free, it keep when you pay for shit.
well,
Certain people won't show up.
I mean, to an extent, yes and no, because, like for example, they first Fridays in Oakland, this it's a free public event outside. Police be there, but shit still be happening, and it
Shit
don't
always
just be
happening because it's
no,
free.
but listen, but it don't just be people from Oakland though. It be a lot of
Nah,
people coming to Oakland,
yeah.
and so like you said, that's kind of issue that people having with it too. Like you say, even for the sideshow shit, like it be it literally be people like I seen it too. Somebody there's one dude they arrested him and tried to charge him, saying that he was organizing a bunch of sideshows and shit. And I'm like, damn, he ain't doing nothing but being a promoter, but they booked him. You feel me? I was like, it's crazy. But, I mean, like you said, is if they know is like I kind of feel that they should, don't take it out on this city and it's not the residents that's doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold hold those people accountable. Take their cars just like you take ours. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like this. Most of, people know the sideshow shit is not really what people that live in Oakland do. It's not them that's doing that. It's the people from the other side of the Bay Area that come out here to do the sideshows. And they
I
want to say
mean,
they did it. They now
it,
everybody can got
yeah, to
these
say that they
Facebook
did it out
groups.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
mean, because
got these
it's
Facebook
the
groups
Mecca. It's
to
if
make
I
it
mean,
look like when they videotaping that they you know what I'm saying that they saying that, oh well, we did the sideshow in Oakland, I did that, but it ain't that's not a spontaneous sideshow. Original sideshow shit was spontaneous out of nowhere from niggas been kicking it, clowning, grooving, living all night, and then somebody just hopped in a RX-7, a old school, a Mustang.
yeah, just to show off a little bit, but they knew what they was
Let
doing.
the car dance. Let the car dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what it was about.
and
But
everybody else would just be chilling.
now, you get these people that want to make a statement and want to, as creeps say, power flex on the ground or something. So they go and say, "Oh, we about to go to the town, and we all gonna get up and do the sideshow." That was
Well,
that wasn't, you know. I guess you organizing it now. That's the thing, but that wasn't the essence of it. That shit
and
just popped.
not only that, and I don't, no disrespect. I know it is different time, and so as far as it's newer model cars and shit, but a lot of motherfuckers just be out there at anything, trying to swing anything, and even the few high performance cars that be out there, they don't really even know how to handle them. You know what
No,
I'm saying? Versus, like you said, our age, you know, the niggas our age is the ones that be at the car clubs and shit. You know what I'm saying? The real car shows where it's like people showing off some shit they spend some money on. You know what I'm
man.
saying? I like doing that shit.
Like,
I was
you
at
see,
one the other weekend. They was at car hop contests and all kind of
you
shit. But like you
you
said, the
remember
old
once
schools.
the hood DVDs start coming out, once they came before the Go Dumb USA, when Mac Dre did the 23109 on DVD, when they had the sideshows and hoes DVDs.
Yeah,
See, and then, and like when
yeah.
and
I
like
remember when what's his name was doing what was that? Was it the Oakland Go Wilds and all that shit?
yeah, the French braid and them
Yeah,
niggas was
French braids. I couldn't think his name. Cause I know him. That's why I said yeah. I couldn't remember it off the top.
uh,
Yeah,
and they was doing all that shit, and it got a following. You know what I'm saying?
right.
People nationwide. Damn, that's how they do. Then when 40 and them made the Ghost Ride the Whip video, it just, what I'm saying, it commercialized our, this is what we do out here. And to other people, they thinking that, even for the people that's not even from Oakland, Frisco, Vallejo, Richmond, the other outskirts of the Bay, the San Mateos, the you know, they wasn't everybody didn't get down like that. You had to be really entrenched in that to to do that style.
Right.
It
Right.
did,
Cause like you
and
said, in San Jose, it was lowriders.
just
It's a
like
lowrider community.
in my hood, you had to have bars because we had train tracks.
And heels.
So if you whipping and dipping over there, you use a wheelman.
Period.
You
Period.
could get away from some shit.
Period.
And we don't come from the bip era. We come from a take your shit era. You ain't coming outside to a broken window. You coming outside to no car.
Or you getting snatched out at the stoplight.
I'm
Period.
just saying. I'm
Period.
just saying.
Period.
It wasn't no breaking into your shit. Wait till you come and take. No, we taking you out your shit for real.
But
But you know,
Now these new sideshows, they want to set your car on fire and shit like that. I don't understand that.
well,
the
I,
car
I was
don't get
about to
set on fire. The car get hit into something and it go on fire because the person that's driving it don't know how to drink and drive.
no, but also when because I was gonna say something about that before she did, but not only that, when you look at some of it, and she's right, and that furthermore is what let them know it ain't us doing it, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I mean it a few ways when I say us. Number one, it ain't us necessarily, like you said, from those particular cities, and if it is, it ain't us, and I mean it's not blacks. Cause I've been seeing some of those videos, and I've been out to a few of them side shows, and like she said, the waving the flags in the middle of the sideshow, or people like said she's not just setting cars on fire, but literally like setting the ground on fire in the middle of this, while people swinging around in this shit, like we are in a third world country. Like it's not that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's what it because that's the only other places that you've seen that kind of stuff. You
Yeah.
know, and like
Trying,
this ain't
trying to
this ain't
what they appropriate somebody else's culture and mix your own culture into somebody else's stuff because you want to be cool.
right.
You
And I
know,
mean, again, it's nothing
ain't nothing wrong with it because, like I'm saying, like this, the side shows is like the hip hop concerts. Who's
right.
there?
But they making it look bad because just like you were saying, is some of the extra stuff like that going on, and I mean, of course, there's been shootings before at side shows
Yeah,
and
but
other
they're
stuff.
making it look bad for them. So that's and they know who they getting their houses kicked in when they mama's houses in Santa Rosa and Benicia and getting they
Hey,
getting
no,
their
I was just
mama's
laughing
and their
because I was in
grandmother's
Benicia
houses in
yesterday.
Piedmont, their grandmother's
Yeah,
houses in San Ramon, and their auntie house in Guerneville and all these
right,
places. You know,
right,
the people coming from Millbrae to come
right,
to Oakland to go do a sideshow.
right. With Petaluma and shit.
You know what I
He said,
mean?
you drive an hour just to
Just to go burn gas and fuck your tires up.
or to fuck somebody else city up,
And fuck
and hopefully
somebody
she
else
makes
shit
it
up,
out.
and then it gonna go need. First of all, you're gonna need a new transmission quickly
Right.
because your car ain't built for all that revving. Hey,
And if it is built up for it, you to spend some money to upgrade it. And at that point, that's
you
why I'm saying,
showing
like
the
you said,
car off. You ain't doing that no more. It's about the
yeah,
show off.
yeah. And well, I mean, like you said, it's places that you can go do it at where it ain't gonna be no issue. The thing is, it's a little costly. And that's just like we were saying about the Lake Fest and stuff, because they are doing that. Like it's a lot more um, people actually trying to, organize and renting out places, to do and getting permits to do those type of events, whether it's drag racing or like you said, just an actual car show. You feel me? And people got to understand that's why it's costing because you got to have a space for it that's willing to allow you, that's gonna let you do it. And even still, they still tell people don't do no burnouts and shit, and people still do it. There's always somebody out there ignorant.
It's like this, man. Don't get mad when shit get ruined because all they say, like they tell you, only take is one person.
Yeah, now you see what happened in the city that one time where all of them was down there at the pier on that private in that private parking lot, and the police showed up and locked them in there. And so locked their ass in there, let each person out one by one, towing cars and giving tickets, nigga.
Hey, thank you for adding $400 to the city a day.
Right.
You know, but life is, man. Life is. You got to make good choices. You got to make good choices when you out here.
Yeah.
Now, um, it was something I had seen over the wonderful internet. That thing that make you want to touch social media, the destroyer of humanity. Social media, the thing that people lose their ever loving mind and run to whenever they in emotional fit. Social media is the worst place for anybody to go to when you are in your emotions. You want to go off and vent and tell people this and say this and shit, and then you hit that send button. A lot of you people are fucking incriminating yourselves. And to crashing out over shit that's unnecessary. Oh, like right here.
What's that?
Crash out.
What they about to fight?
They trying to.
Hey, yeah, that shit don't be making no sense, man. Hey, I seen one. I seen one yesterday where I guess this female, I don't know if she worked a warehouse job or whatever, because that's what it kind of looked like. They was in the industrial area, whatever, in the parking lot. But I guess the title of it said when she calls up her real husband on the work husband. So I guess the female she called her dude up there. I guess to fight one of her coworkers. When I tell you, and they was talking crazy back and forth. Well, he was talking crazy to the coworker, and the coworker was like, whatever. But you could tell they was some hood niggas. The coworkers was because there was a couple of dudes out there, and they all dressed the same. You could tell they had on the uniform, but the one dude, and you could tell from his posture and tattoos, he's a gang member and different shit, right? Because he threw up his, said whatever in the midst of the shit. But I guess it looked like he had a pistol on him, then he handed it off. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'll fight you. It's good, right? But the chicks, she steady trying to tell her dude, like, nah, it's cool, it's cool, let's go, let's go. Yes, Debbie. He pushed past his girl, tried to run up on the coworker, and the coworker blended him. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm talking about mink, 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 mink. And the next thing you know, oh boy had slipped, and then he just got up off the ground. He was trying to get away from him. That nigga must have grabbed him, and I'm trying to remember the name of the wrestling move. It was kind of like the rock bottom. And I'm talking about smooth on the concrete, like literally, like lifted, got him up off his feet, slammed him all on his back. I thought something broke, but dude hopped up hella fast, tried to get away, and then he grabbed him and did like a 360 somersault and dropped him again. And I mean, it's just outrageous, man. And like you said, crashing out. What's the point of doing all of that? Like you came up
See, but
there and for nothing.
this is what he's talking about, people.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. You got to fast forward and thought when I swear he dropped him. That was embarrassing. And like I
Man,
said, and why would you come up there to somebody's workplace? I mean, don't I guess he was coming to defend his girl honor. Hopefully he was, but
he shouldn't have been doing that because she was being out of pocket with the motherfucker at the job, probably.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time with all this shit, women play a major part into a lot of the things that happen. Because most women is not going to tell the truth. They going to tell what is to their benefit.
right. Because even the way they all looking around, just the whole way they standing there, it looked like you know,
Because it's probably some unnecessary flirting on the job. When you got a
right,
job where people look good, if it's a job somewhere and the females look all right, people be hollering. It be shit happening in that jobs.
right. And
That's
then
why they got the thing they frown on relationships at jobs because of things that didn't happen in the past with people fraternizing with each other.
yeah, but then like you said, then don't sit there and get in your feelings one day, and now it's a problem, and then stuff like this happen.
And you see this. Oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah, there they
oh,
go.
oh,
Yeah, there they
oh,
go.
oh,
See,
oh,
but yeah, they
oh,
got on
oh,
the bink,
oh,
bink,
got
bink. There you
yeah.
go. Where you going?
Oh,
Oh,
did he get?
hold on, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait, wait, wait,
oh
wait. Look,
my God.
look.
Oh,
Oh,
two of them.
the
Oh no.
yeah, it's
Oh,
over.
just
It was
totally
over there.
disrespect. Oh, nigga, you lost your bitch. That nigga fucking your girl for real now at the job in the closet, nigga. And she's gonna do it willingly.
But what move was that he just
That
did?
was a Magnum TA belly to belly suplex. Then he did a Kurt Angle belly to back, tried to make a German, but it was off kilter because he couldn't
Okay.
get. He didn't have enough arch in his back to go over his head properly. He did not use the proper form. His feet
I
wasn't set right.
see. I knew you was gonna know because I was like, I know I've seen that on wrestling before, but I couldn't remember the name of the movie because I was like,
Golly,
yeah, I watched that shit a good 10 times.
golly. Life is fucked up for some people, you know. And
Yeah, ain't no coming back from that. What
oh,
about the other dude? Did you see the one about the dude in Houston?
nah, but did you see about the motherfucker who got the girl who got the slap shit out of her, made her nose bleed because she got slapped so fucking
Oh
hard,
yeah,
broke her
yeah, yeah,
nose.
yeah.
And they
Nah,
doing
yeah,
that.
but they
They ain't
doing that
getting
for
they
some
ain't
money
really
though.
getting no good money for that, man.
I hear you, but shit, it must be good money for them depending on their situation. But
Shit.
nah, I was talking about because
Hey,
you
you
said
you
people
ain't about
be
to slap the dog shit out of me to the point to where I might lose the recognition of my face. And
hey, that's what I mean. That it's the same thing as boxing. I get you though, but yeah, they know they sacrificing that. They ain't worried about it. Just like dude, okay, so in Houston at the mall, right? You been to Houston Galleria before?
I ain't never been in Houston, my guy.
Oh, well, when you
Uh,
go down there,
I'll be
because you
out there
going,
in October.
I know. So when you go there, you got to make sure you go to the Galleria. It's the mall. You feel me? And it's hella big, but and I want to say it's a skating ring in there on the inside of it. Um, so this dude was online, and I guess he in there in the mall. He stole some glasses,
Oh, when the oh, dude,
and,
oh,
and he
yeah.
stole
I
some
didn't know that was
glasses.
in Houston. I know exactly
Yeah,
what you talking about.
and then he was on there flexing about how he just stole the glasses, but they had him on
Yep,
camera when he did it. So then when the police came, the nigga jumped off the shit and broke his legs, bro.
yeah, yeah. Ankles
Jumping two,
shattered.
three. What is wrong with? And then what was he thinking? What did he think was gonna happen when he did that?
Cause he had to flex. He
But
had
he
to
ain't gonna be a
flex.
he'll that was his last flex because he'll never be able to flex his legs again.
Hey, no flex zone. That's all. No flex zone. No flex zone. They know.
That shit was you in there?
I
Yeah, that
mean,
that shit was
hey
crazy,
man,
bro.
when you do dumb shit, I'm not gonna have sympathy for you. When you do the shit to yourself, that shit is on the fuck on you.
Yeah, I just like you said to me, I thought that was wild though. Because
Yeah,
first of all, that
it was
wasn't worth
fucked
it.
up. The slow motion, if you can see it in slow motion, it would have been cold. It would have been cold if they would have put it in slow motion because the way them legs said, "Fwah,"
Yeah,
and he fell far, 3 floors, three of them, 3 series onto the
that's
ice
one,
rink that had no give, and his ankles gave a way.
and that's what I'm saying. And now you in the hospital, but even still, like you said, all your shit shattered. You finna be in a wheelchair with pins and rods in your shit and screws if they able to do that. But you definitely gonna be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of the year and the next year,
Hey
and you
man,
gonna
you
probably
do
have,
it to
and you gonna be in
can't be.
jail.
Hey, you wanted to flex? Thou shalt not steal.
I mean, you can't be in jail and not be able to wipe your own ass. That's crazy. or let alone defend yourself.
Maybe
That's
they
crazy.
assign you an attendant.
That's crazy.
Maybe they assign you an attendant. You just have somebody come wipe your ass for you.
No, they don't. No, I mean, well, if it was that serious, I guess he would be housed in the
Medical
medical
unit.
part of the jail. Yeah, but even still, like I said, you just for some glasses and trying to stun on it, like no. And what he think? He think people gonna do a GoFundMe or something? It wasn't nothing
They
No, they
viral about
will.
that.
What are you talking about? Yes. And some girls got
Nah, I
to
don't
look
know.
out for him while he in jail. Cause he was hella down for that. He the real
Nah,
nigga for that shit.
nah.
Man, please. What are you talking about? What they what man what they
He gonna end up what? I mean, he ain't the rest of his life on prescription meds and being on paperwork.
um that's what the women like. Women like that type shit. Hey man,
I knew you was gonna say some shit like that.
if you a dude that's damn near um living a life that you could lose your life and you doing hella stupid shit, you know how many women are attracted to that? Lady Lex, can you
Don't
am
put
I
me in
making it
this.
up?
I don't live that life no more. I don't want. Okay, never mind. I don't have an opinion on this.
Why?
I just don't have an opinion.
You sound conflicted.
I'm not
So you
conflicted.
saying I'm just asking you
See,
as a woman.
Thugs
she
fuck you
want him. She
better.
want the.
I'll just say it like that. Thugs fuck you better.
She want him for the fun part. She don't want the other part. That's what she's saying. The nigga was cool up until he jumped, cause now his legs don't work and nothing don't work. even if he even if he get locked up, she probably could have dealt with that. But he, like I said, he in a wheelchair. His shit probably don't work no more.
Oh, she see
So,
a SSI check. Um,
An
that's an
SSI check. Who
SSI
want a
check.
nigga with an SSI check?
huh?
Please,
What you say?
that's paying bills. What is you talking about? Most girls, most women live in a low income place where if they not working, they don't have rent to pay. And they not gonna tell the nigga that. They gonna try to charge the nigga some rent money because most
What?
women don't respect the man that they with. So
And
you
what to
gonna
be
be
honest
staying
with
for
you,
free and you still hitting this nigga up for 5, 6, 7, 800, $900, and he trying to figure out how the fuck she got some money. Nigga, you giving her $800 a month to fuck with her. You paying her to fuck with her. Cause she living a low income, you didn't have nothing, so you went to there and you didn't know that she wasn't paying rent. You thought she had rent to pay because she told you that. And it's a lot of men out here doing that. It's a lot of women out here doing that, acting like they got bills, knowing they ain't got no bills because they ain't got no job. They just stay in a low income.
well,
As
I
you know,
I
I'm
mean,
just
like I
saying,
said,
man.
we get
These
a
are the
little
truthful
income.
things. These are the truths in life that people like to deny. And you're gonna see that girl with a multicolored weave, or a purple, a blue, a black, some kind of weave. You're gonna see a fat booty or BBL, and you're gonna be saying that bitch bad. She's thick. You know what I'm saying? But do she got anything? Do she what else besides being thick and having multiple color hair so she could be whatever person she think she want to be for that day?
He said she ain't even got a water filter. He said she drinking unfiltered water.
I'm just saying, man. A lot of shit. A
You
lot
gotta
of
at least
people.
have. At least have one of them. Yeah, was it the burrito? The pictures, the filters built in. So you can't even afford that, huh?
There's a lot of people that act like they doing shit in life, but I ain't doing nothing. As Creep said that what was that, power flex, fake flexing or whatever. The flex ain't always what you think it is. That's how I was taking certain shit, is motherfuckers trying to flex like they doing something.
Oh
But
yeah, he
you
said a flex offender.
flex offender. Yeah.
Yeah.
You- because you catching penalties. You catching charges in your flex. You doing all this high power shit. You're talking all this big game. But then when it comes to it, ah, you ain't got nothing. Where all that high talk? So how did you get these BBLs? If you ain't got your own house and you got a BBL, you tripping because you mismanaging your money.
Hmm. Hey man, speaking of flex offender, you see they caught your boy
But before we get into
on.
that, we did say that the OG was going to be the last one.
Oh yeah, but no. What I'm saying is, do you do you think that the reason the other one got caught? Well, first of all, they when they caught him, he was only like 2 miles away from the jail, so he was still around. I guess he was at an Airbnb or something.
Airbnb owner talking about, I don't know how he got in here. It's not from nobody who rented from me. But he came out to no problems. I thought he was going to go out in the blaze of glory. So he ain't that fucking crazy.
Nah, but he said. Remember, he said he was innocent. He was trying to get back to his family and shit. But I don't. I think if he would have stayed off social media, I mean, they was gonna be looking for him either way, but they was really looking for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did he
He barely made 30 days, a whole month. But
I
I
thought
would have
they was
thought,
out for 2 months. I thought they did like 40 something days, 50. I thought they was almost on 50.
nah, mm-mm, it ain't been that long.
Okay, well, they had a good run.
Well, like you said, he should have been somewhere different by then, though. A whole month, and you couldn't get
Mhm.
nobody. Could nobody drive you up out of there nowhere?
Hey, can you trust anybody?
Well, I mean, of course, that's the other thing. He had his tattoos. You got distinctive tattoos on your face, and your pictures everywhere, even at all the borders. You know what I mean? So the only way he was gonna get away with that was if he would have had, he would have had to cover up them tattoos, put some makeup on or something. You know what I mean? On
Mhm.
his face. But like you said, yeah, there was that. He should have had that. That should have been when he first got out. Was to get out of the state. Then he would have had a little bit more time. But the other one, your boy, they showing pictures of him now, saying I guess they think he might be trying to. It says something like they think he might be trying to disguise himself as a woman, and so I was seeing
Shit.
pictures.
The nigga might have, you got to. Shit.
Not necessarily. If you know,
Man,
like when we
you
was
ain't.
talking about, niggas know how to go to the street. If you know how to really go to the street, you feel me?
I know a few niggas who was wanted for that murder. and the motherfuckers was running around dressed like bitches. Walk right past the police when the police came looking for them at his mama house.
Yeah.
The nigga had hookers and everything, but the nigga got caught like arguing with the hoe. That's what fucked him up. But you know, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. No, I seen that. That
I'm
was
just
ugly.
saying though. When
That was ugly.
so
Yeah. 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 Wow. Yeah, that was ugly. Night night. He definitely got a concussion because I know. Did you hear it when that boy hit his head on the thing?
on the paddle, dude, he got a double whammy.
He hit that hard.
It ain't no getting back from that.
But see, that's the thing about it too, because like that's a different weight class. Because I be watching a lot of where it be the heavyweights. But yeah, like you said, in them other weight class, middleweights and different shit, you know, if you go up against the wrong person, they might take your head off your shoulders. You feel
Like I
me?
said, I seen
Because
the motherfucker get his whole face rearranged. So you know, I'm cool. I ain't gotta be that tough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It
well,
ain't.
you ain't got to worry about it no way. Like you said, you ain't trying to. Ain't nobody out here trying to do nothing illegal. Now them niggas that escape, all them niggas got to be tough now because they ain't coming home no time soon. And they got sent to what's the name? They all got transferred to Angola.
Hey man.
You heard about that prison, right?
Hey.
That's supposed to be like some real. They said
It's
that's
t-
supposed to be like one of
ain't that the
the worst
23 out
worst
20
prisons in the
23
South.
hours lockup?
Angola, they got chain gangs.
Yeah, they said that that's supposed to be one of the worst prisons in the South, in the whole South.
That's where the booty whatchamacallit live. The booty bandit.
You know, I'm trying to remember who else was. I think Boosie was locked up there for a second, but he wasn't there long when they had him locked down, and I don't remember who else. But yeah,
I met this dude one time. I had went to Vegas and I was hitting on the blackjack table because I'm a good blackjack player, right? And he gonna walk up to me and be like, "I just got out of Angola prison and I bought a car and drove out to Vegas." I was like,
Look,
don't
look at
nobody
that. The
talk to
prisoners smell you. They just
huh?
was you were just a track
that nigga
prisoner.
said the prison smell. Yeah.
Did you say I attract prisoners?
Well,
I
you
did
said
not want
yourself
that.
earlier.
I did not
Earlier,
want that
the
man.
first thing you said was thugs. When we was talking about people in the
Oh
crash
yeah,
house.
thugs do fuck you better.
Okay, so then, well, most of the thugs is, I guess they either in the streets or in jail. So like,
But that don't mean I want one. I try to stay away from them.
Oh, you gotta stay away. Order from thugs. Oh,
Huh?
no,
Yeah, I try to stay away from the thugs.
no. See, the key word there is try. What do you mean try?
I'm
no.
an adult. I don't want that life no more. I'm not the prison. You can't have no cheese. Get away from me, begging, big back. I'm sorry. Got a begging dog. Um uh
Well,
I
that's what
don't want
thugs are.
I don't want no what's up? I don't want that life no more.
If
When
they
you
fresh
lay
out,
down with dogs, you expect to get fleas.
uh, I'm just saying that's what you was describing. You said they be fresh out the kennel.
Fresh out, ready to take you down, Lexi, and you like, okay.
No, I had it. Even the pit boss and them. They was like, "Do you is he bothering you?" Like, yes. Tell this man to get out my face. I'm on a roll, and you up here trying to come over and talk to somebody talking about you just got a car and drove to Vegas to get adopted.
Yeah, it happens.
But when he said and go, I'm like, God damn.
Right. That's why I've never heard everything that I've heard about this spot is like, you know, like you said, it's supposed to
It's
be
a
the real
bad
deal.
situation, man. It's a bad
Yeah.
situation. I had some other stuff that I thought I had saved in my thing because I wanted to feature and talk about some
I
crazy
thought we were gonna talk
situation.
about the NFL players
What about the NFL players?
because I don't know if this nigga is any good, but because I read an article that they said he was uh he wasn't as raw as they thought he was gonna be, but he's still fine. And for that, he's a top player in my book.
Who you
And
talking
I'm
about?
talking about Mr. Xavier Leggett from the Carolina Panthers.
Uh,
He played
That
for
kid,
Carolina.
yes.
What position did he play? Because Carolina don't got no good
I
players.
think he's a wide receiver.
He's trash.
look,
He's in Carolina. He's trash. Sorry. Carolina don't got shit. Carolina probably gonna win 3 games, if that. Let me see who Carolina. Let me look up Carolina roster. Is you? That's see, Google don't even want to find out about Carolina.
look,
Um, but damn it. It was something. Y'all, one of the NBA. Okay, it's a dude in the NBA got drafted this week, right?
uh-huh,
He got drafted to Utah.
uh-huh.
Why dude ain't went to go and get his contract, trying to sign or anything because he don't want to play in Utah?
Why? Because it's only white girls in Dry County.
Hey,
Well,
I
that's not
don't,
necessarily true.
Well, not Dry County, Dry State.
man. No, what it is because Utah sucks, and he don't want to play in Utah for his first contract for at least 5 years, unless they trade his ass.
But that's why I was saying he not thinking.
No, he's not thinking. He's being young and he's about to crash out and cost himself a lot of money and live a regular person life because you're thinking like a youngster. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I wasn't in this position. I wasn't good and I wasn't some super athlete that had a chance to change mine and my family life. Now, you like this guy, Xavier Leggett, Lexi? This is your kind of now what about him that turns you on? Like I said, he's garbage. It's he
I'm not worried about his stats.
well, okay. I ain't gonna say he's garbage per se. He had a decent year the year before. In 23, he had 71 catches for 1,255 yards and 7 tutties. And he's a kick returner. He was a third. Was that what? Let me see. The 4 year starter at the ACC. He's all right. He's just fast. He's a quick guy, but he I see him probably. I think this is going to be his second year. If he doesn't do a vast improvement, He'll be just be on his rookie season. He won't. I mean, on his rookie contract, he won't get a second
Right.
because his college stats, like they said, he was projected to be something. He is a he was projected to be a third round, more fourth round pick. So they expect him to be somewhat like Tyreek Hillish, uh, um, somewhere around there type of player. But he's not. He was all SEC, which is the best conference.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, that's
It's
different.
college ball is different than going to the pros, no matter what sport it is. It's a little different. And
Yeah.
it get grimy. It get
Uh,
grimy. You just especially because like you said, I mean the way the structure surrounding the school shit, you know what I'm saying, when you play school sports,
man, this
it's
this
because it's
this the
still a certain
difference from
age
from
limit.
college. This the difference from college to the
The age
pros.
limit. The age limit.
Nah, the age limit is one thing, but this the main difference. In college, you ain't got no bills. In the pros, you got mortgage and children.
I told you I did. They said in an article that they didn't that he was they did. I won't say he was a disappointment because like what the season just kind of started, but they were saying that he wasn't like what they thought he was going to do. He didn't really do, but he's definitely getting a lot of notoriety because he's in the Glorilla video and he got a country accent and
That
he
no,
including him.
what that mean?
I said it didn't matter. I'm just talking about.
What? Cause you a football player in a rap video? What that mean? You ain't made no money. Did you get paid for that? You got what, a $5,000 viewing fee?
I said that I didn't know if he was that I said they said he wasn't no good that he was supposed to be, but he's still getting a lot of notoriety regardless.
Well, I mean, that's what I was trying to say. When I say it's a little bit more structured, like college ball, I mean, you're only playing 4 seasons. You feel me? I mean, that's a lot, but it's not compared to, especially when you going, like, what I mean is, when you're in college, you're only playing 4 seasons because typically you're only there, 4 years if you stand for the whole ride, unless you're going to go on to a different, school afterwards. Uh, so when you think about it, at the most, you gonna be playing against people that might have maybe 2 or 3 more years of experience than you, and y'all got experience playing this game this way. Because college ball is structured a little different than the pros.
Sorry.
Now, once you get to the pros, not only are you dealing with the rules being a little bit different, but you dealing with motherfuckers who was, like you said, different as far as their experience levels, and then too, how we say, some generations or some eras is different than others. So you if you not necessarily saying that he's in a soft era, but if like how you saying if they wasn't ranking him the top player when there was some real bangers in that league at the same time, then it's a little different. It's like, okay, you kind of came when all the heavy hitters was gone, or your competition, or somebody that was able to shut you down, they already done moved on. You get what I'm saying? But then once you get to the NFL, it's like, okay, well, they right there, some of the ones that you heard about that was before you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they know how to shut you down.
Uh, so what I'm about to see, this is another way how I can tell if this player is worth a damn. I'm about to check my betting website
Oh
and,
shit.
and see if he's even qualified to be put a bet on.
Oh
Who's
shit.
gonna tell if he's worth a damn? See, this is how. That's how you gotta you tell where players at. Because some players don't even get put money to bet on. They don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You just there to take up space.
I feel a certain way about that though too. And I know we talked about this before, but I trip me out because I see the commercial for it. To where it's like, so people, like ESPN, and I guess they got a thing now where people can gamble through them.
Yeah, but
You
you gotta
place
be in
bet.
certain areas. You can't bet. And they about to fucking. I need to cash out too, cause supposedly they trying to fucking stop this shit. The pick a
But I'm
perfect play
saying
to win what? Hold on, what? What's going
if
on?
if
Oh, you
that's
got
not
groups now. You can join a group. You go. Huh. Hold on, I
if
gotta
that
come back and look at that.
if that don't make it see if that don't tell you that the game is rigged, then I don't know. Because it's like you said, now all of a sudden is a bunch, not just one or two, but now all of a sudden is all these different companies popping up. And then, like you said, ESPN, which already has a contract with all these sports leagues in
Oh, ain't
regards
that
to
a
media
bitch?
coverage.
So y'all took
Now
off
they
the
make you
NFL
bet.
season shit? Oh, they okay. See, they usually have the whole season up on. You could bet on certain players, on how many yards they'll have for the season. So I'm about to see if this nigga where they just got the first game up already. You could already this. All right, like right now they got stats up for the first game of the season, which is gonna be Dallas versus Philly. If you smart, you would pick right now your bet, and you would want to go probably for the high, the more, because as it goes closer to the season and they get more information, most likely them numbers are going to go up. And if you picked more when a number was down, you got action. But if you was taking notes and seeing how the numbers change, and you decide to go place the bet, you can. That's how you could beat the system because they like tell you shit. When it's a cold little way how they do this because I've been noticing things since I be really fucking around with this shit. They kind of tell you on what's gonna happen. Like they got these things called the demons. They say like one of the Philly receivers, this dude named Jahan Dotson. He sucked. A nigga get like 30 catches a year. They got him down as a demon on a half a reception or a half a rush for a touchdown, whether he running in or if he catches one. They got him as a demon. That's a bonus. You get 3 times the pay on that. So basically, them demon ones, if you do pick them is long shots, and it's gonna make your money go up. But mostly, them demons don't hit because they know, and like how they got Barkley, they saying Barkley gonna rush for at least 97 yards in game one of the season, or for you can just do the baseball. They got this one pitcher, Michael Walker, Waka. They got Michael Walker. He how was his thing? What was his over and under? I think it was a certain amount of strikeouts. You could bet right now if he gonna get 3.5 strikeouts. The game already started. So if he get 4 strikeouts, you could win some money. And the game's already started. And just like for the Giants, the guy they just acquired, if he hit a home run, you get paid. But they got it as a demon, so it's most likely he's not going to do that. But if he do, it's better for you. Hey, so you know, it's all if, ands, or buts. Now they got this cat named Bobby Witt, who's supposed to be the best player in baseball. All he need to do in the game is get 3 hits between hits, runs, and an RBI. So if he just hit the ball one time, he get on base, and if he knock somebody in, he already got two. So it's just little crazy shit, little tweaks they have. It's little ways, and then there's different ways you could try to lightweight cheat, like when it comes to like the baseball total bases. They got points on here a half a base. So you could bet that you don't think the cat gonna get on base all game long, or you could bet that he gonna get on base. And in baseball, most likely, a motherfucker ain't gonna get on base. Baseball the hardest game. But it's all a gamble, just like your life. The stock market, um, grinding. It's all
Yeah,
a gamble.
I'm just saying the way that how it seemed like they got it set up, like I said, like with ESPN, the fact that that was a media company, you know,
Uh huh.
a broadcast, and they're now they do gambling. Like, oh,
Fox do too, and Fox.
that's what I'm saying. But it seems to me like if that's the case, like how I mean, you know, when people have spoke on it before, when they say, as far as not necessarily corruption, but how the shit is rigged, because like yeah, they have down to the media channels, they're invested, and I mean, they getting money anyway, like to cover, like when it's playoffs or championships and all of
No,
that.
no. See, what it is, this is what I really think it is. I think it's about ESPN and them paying so much money for them sports packages to get them on there, because the NBA don't pay them. They pay the NBA to get the games on their channel. So they got to make that money back somehow. And every game don't be interesting. You know what I'm
But
saying?
how is it that they are able?
Man, because it's money, bro. And what's going to bring people a chance to come up? There's many states there's no casinos at. So now they able to reach the states where there's no casinos to do that shit. So they're going to get that money back. That's how it's all about the money. The Lakers just sold for 10 billion.
Right.
And how
So
much?
I understand. I'm just but what I don't understand is still to an extent, because I thought before, like how even for the players and different shit, like how they was saying they not able to, like they're not even able to get. Technically, they're not supposed to.
No, they can't. They can't bet on that, and you an active player. That's how that dude got kicked out the NBA for betting,
Right.
and then he was supposed to get 4 points, and he took himself out the game after he scored two, and wasn't trying to shoot. Was wide open, wouldn't take a shot, and he got kicked out the league for that.
And that's what I'm saying. But so it's like, how is it? That's why I'm just saying, like, if they was doing, if y'all not allowing them to gamble, and then like even what just happened to Draymond Green, for him to say to the ref, "Oh, I see what y'all doing. You trying to keep a certain point spread." You feel me? And they fined him for that. But then it's like you said, when you're looking around, it's like, okay, everybody, including these media companies, like you said, all of you motherfuckers is sitting there. That's what y'all doing. Y'all acting like it's not, y'all only allowing it to happen through certain channels. The fact of the matter is, what you claim it is illegal, or that we can't do, y'all doing it on multiple levels. I
Hey
don't.
man, That's what it be like, you know. Don't don't do what I do. Do as I tell you.
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, shit. You know, it don't matter, man. Hey, this is my rules, my world, and you have to follow it.
Yeah, but how is that go? I'm just saying. So, what do you think direction that's gonna take sports to? Because
It's where it make it sports more popular because now you get people see with like with the fantasy shit do and the fantasy and betting. It ain't about the team; it's about the players. So you get to find out, you get to learn different players. So let's say you just pick certain cats, and these motherfuckers want you some money. You know you gonna remember that dude. So you gonna start looking for that cat again to help you win you some more money again. Cause it's people that's out there. That's how they paying for them tickets to them motherfucking games. They betting on them cats and getting them front row seats. Motherfuckers putting up thousands of dollars and getting multiple thousands back in return.
yeah,
I mean, cause shit. I mean, like it's I don't bet majorly. I could turn 20 to 100 or 100 into a G. This motherfucker's turning 500 into 5 Gs, 50,000 betting a day, daily, putting in hella bets and cashing out. You might lose a lot, but you cashing out when you do hit. Because when you hit, let's say you do on this thing, you do a 4 for 4 and you go 4 for 4 on the straightaway, that's 10 to 1. You do a 6 for 6 straight up, that's if you do let's say you do 6 for 6 on the demons and you hit, that's 100 to 1. So you done dropped $100 and you getting 100 times that 100.
yeah,
You dropped 1,000 and you getting 100 times that 1,000.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I see what you said. You either cash it out or you crash it out. I could dig
So
it.
you know, it's you coming home, you hit that parlay like the other day. I did a 4 for 4, turned 20 to 100 on a parlay. I didn't do the straight up. I did a parlay. The parlay gives you a little option on you can miss one and you still get a little bit of money. You know, you can go 3 for 4 instead of 4 for 4. You go 4 for 4. If I would have clicked the other button, I would have turned that 20 to 200.
Uh,
So, you know, and like if motherfuckers go to Vegas again, let's say it's a game on, you put a bet down for 2 teams and you go over and under on them and they hit that little 4 for 4, that's 13. That's you know what I'm saying, 13 times your money.
right.
If you put 100, you getting 13 back.
I see what
So I
you're
mean, it's just the rush, and it's that feeling when you get it. You put 5G, you put $500 down. You fuck around coming back with 65. You know what I'm saying? 6,500. Who? How you ain't gonna be feeling bad. You gonna be feeling right, mighty good.
saying. This shit.
Okay, y'all. Well, it's been fun. I'm gonna have to exit. You guys have a good rest of the show. I need some rest. You know, I gotta go to work tonight.
Yeah, I understand. I just got off work and I got to get me some ingredients to eat in a second because it's time to feed my belly. As Fat Pastor said, get in my belly.
Shit, I ain't had nothing today, but I had a healthy spread today. I had
What's a healthy spread? You put some vegetables in it.
no, it was just a salad. I just ate it out.
So you had some rabbit food. Yum yum yum. Yum yum yum.
I mean,
Eating rabbit food. Yum yum yum.
well,
Yum yum yum.
they be having bags of salad, like $2, $3. You know,
Yeah, I was trying to cook me some, boil me some eggs, but I didn't. When I popped it open, it was still runny, so I was like, ugh. I gave it to the dogs. They fucked it up.
no, yeah, I didn't put no eggs in it. Nothing. I just put some cheese in it, some croutons, a little bit of ranch. Like I said, right in the bag, shook it up, threw a fork in there. I was on the road with it.
Yeah, I'm on the mission to the new body, so I be having to eat like hella protein and little snacks all day. I have to eat all day,
You
so
ain't taking the needle. You ain't
no,
you ain't you ain't getting on the wrestler diet.
the
You go.
needle made me sick. It gave me stomach problems. So like, and if you miss a week, you got to start all over again. And I had to keep starting over. So because I'd missed like a dosage, and then you only take it once a week. So I was fucking up, and it kept making my stomach hurt. So no, I'm getting the surgery, and but before I get the surgery, I have to eat little meals all day and and pack up on protein. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. You be healthy. You stay out. You gotta, what I'm saying? Get your motivational workouts on. Go turn on some Olivia Newton John. You know what I'm saying? And let's get physical, physical. You gotta get out there and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You gotta put left foot, right foot. You gotta bust a couple of sweats. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make yourself sweat. Not you got sweat puddles,
yeah.
puddles.
Well, I'm almost done. I would have been done today, but I didn't know they scheduled me for 9 in the morning, and I had a meeting at work, so I have to call to reschedule my last 3 appointments, and then I'm done and do my other little stuff, prereqs, and I should be new body by my birthday or before my birthday.
Well, all right, okay. Well, do what you gotta do,
All
and
right, y'all.
you have a good day.
All right.
Salutations,
Peace
and don't
out.
let your jailhouse lovers come through today. All right.
Goodbye.
Oh, shit.
All right. That's Lady Lex, ladies and gentlemen. She's gone. We got like about 2 more minutes left before we got to get out of here. Uh, Let them know what's going on with you, man. What's the move?
Oh, you already know it's that week. I mean, I thought you was gonna, or we wait till tomorrow. To,
Shit.
tomorrow to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go there on it. But hey, y'all, you know what's up? It's another event. It's gonna be some good music, good everything. Live people come out, come show out, come get your bay thing on. Don't get wounded from the 4th of July. Don't get all pyrotechnical out. Figure some shit out, man. Come and have a good herbal essence with the guys, and let's do it for the bay. You know,
Yeah,
so
for sure. It's gonna be lit too, man. This one is gonna be a little different, and I'm just, I'm saying it because you was at the other party, but this is, I mean, well, the lineup is different. The lineup is crazy. Is a little bit more, structured, but it's R&B artists mixed in, along with some rap artists, and they all dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen them all perform. You know what I'm saying? I'd heard some of their music. If y'all been following us on any of the platforms, if you follow me, some of them I've shared their music and stuff, but uh, yeah, and we'll get him a shout out again, you know what I'm saying, probably tomorrow, whatever. But see if y'all want to check out their stuff. But again, you'll be able to check out their stuff, if you look at some of the footage that we're gonna post. And we might get them for some interviews or something, ain't no telling. But
Yes, yes. So the location is going to be the Barberry Coast one more time. This time it's going to be a few more people, a few more things. It's going to make it happen, man. Everybody come out and enjoy yourself. When you get off work, you want to come and partake, come and sit, come and chill with us for a little while. Come out and kick it, man. Come have a good time. And and if you need someone to promote you, you looking for a host of your show, get at motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me and I'll talk back. But it's time for me to get up out of here. And we'll come and introduce you tomorrow with some more game, some more advice, and some more goodness coming to your ear. This roller coaster ride is now ended. Coming in, prepare, keep your seatbelt on until the guy comes and unleashes you because you never know. The button might go and it still could be going on. Safety first. Keep your hands out of other people's shit. Don't break the glass, because that can be your ass. Remember, people work hard for the shit that they get, and they don't want you coming to take it. And you thinking somebody is not sitting behind them tinted windows, and you want to grab your bipper, and you hit the wrong person's window, and you thinking you bipped, and then you wake up in hell. Safety first, people. Stop trying to take shit to make it yours. Figure something else better to do with your time and your effort. It's a lot more ways to get it. I'm just saying. Let's all come together and do shit. No matter what hood you from, we all struggling the same way. And another safety tip. Fellas, hey guys, brothers, bros, sons, wardies, guards, rogues, whatever you call it, your comrade. Stop funking over these women. Because most of the women is setting it up on purpose. They want to see you crash out. Because she really don't like you. She just using you. Better understand it. Just because she cute and got a body, don't mean she got the right brain. She might have been trained to use that body for her benefit. Just because she ain't selling pussy doesn't mean she don't have hoe tendencies and don't do hoe activities. I'm just saying. This is the Booster Take Show. I'm your guy, Beefy McFly. And over there, to the right today, that's the Tycoon. You know him, rapper extraordinaire, promoter extraordinaire, clothes maker extraordinaire. Whatever he does is extraordinaire. That's the guy. That's why he's a tycoon. Because we doing tycooning and beef things. And that has been the Booster Take Show.
like, comment, and subscribe, man.
Off top,
Yeah, make
like,
sure.
comment, subscribe, and share. And you can get a ticket.
You feel me? Yeah, man. Well, I guess we what?